Hey buds, welcome back to Madables. Welcome to Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. I was originally going to play this like a month ago, but I realized that they released a update or patch on October 24th, which is technically today for me, for a lot of different updates and endings and changes and stuff. So I figured, hey, might as well wait. So this is what I want to start doing on Fridays, as long as everybody appreciates the content. I have a few things lined up for gameplay stuff that I would love to do. Some spooky stuff, some non-spooky stuff, some just enjoyable things. But I figured the people that would like this would be on board for this kind of thing. But I stand now. I got a standing desk for my birthday, as along with a few other things. So it is nice to be able to hack my energy out here as well. I only know that this is a narrative type of story, like kind of choose your own adventure. Otherwise, I have no idea what to expect here. So I guess without ranting too much longer, let's get into it. The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. Fair? Oh, sorry.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's fair. Oh, shit. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Fair. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, isn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not going to do this. Have you considered... Oh, we got a lot of... Oh, my God. Huh. Thanks for telling me what to do, Explorer. Do I get some kind of reward? Alright, so I'm going to treat this as if I'm actually in this situation, right? So like, fun things aside, and like random things aside, this game tailors to your experience, right? Because it's choose your own adventure. Supposedly, I mean, a lot of games say they're choosing your own adventure, but a lot of people say that this is really good. So I'm going to assume that every decision I should make in my own, with my own choices to get my true ending, right? I kind of like because she's locked up. Also this one. I just want to see what he says about this.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Oh, sorry. Oh, again.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end.
Oh.
And there is no changing that.
So it's not necessarily her fault, like she's not physically causing the world to end. Well, I guess she technically is, but not like on purpose? If she leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there's no changing that.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay, why do you have such an attitude towards me?
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
And why is this my job? Fair. Totally fair. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? If I was to do multiple playthroughs, I would definitely do a more sassier run for sure. But now I'm just curious on if someone else can do this.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why?
I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Forget this, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Let's see. I guess that would be where I would end the discussion and I would silently continue to the cabin. If it's like, there's no one else that could do it, you're the only one that can do this. And I'm like, if it's the state of the world, I'll do it. So like, there's no like response for like, I mean, we kind of already know about this. It does seem bad though, but he's saying like, he told me about it, so I would continue silently to the cabin. I think this is a way
Make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Yeah.
You'll find the princess within.
Sorry.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
Okay.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But I don't know both. Like, I'm a person that likes to see both sides of the story here, all right? I'm not someone you could just be like, go do that thing. Which, yeah, you could play it like that. But, like, I just, this is what I was going to say until I got cut off by him. In a game that you can truly make your own decisions and lead your own path, and every choice that you can make can be a different experience than somebody else, I want to choose exactly what I would do to see exactly how I would fare in this situation. So, I will be choosing the best option that I would normally be picking.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Oh, I told
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Fair.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin. I have no other dialogue.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Why? Was this set up for me? Also, this playthrough will be mostly unedited, besides the beginning and end, of course, because one, it's a storytelling, so I don't think you guys are going to want to miss anything out, necessarily. Normally, I would do, like, little push-ins and push-outs, but I'm also in a rush to get content done for this weekend, because I'm going to be going away for a few days. So, this is going to be a very pure playthrough, as much as it can be.
The blade is your implement.
Okay.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I guess I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm just grabbing it because I want to defend myself of any situation that may happen, whatever may be down here. Was I supposed to ask more questions? Am I supposed to have more options here?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Okay.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I guess, but that makes me feel worse.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She does sound a little bit more confident than I expected.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
How do I know you're not like manipulating me? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
All right.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of
She's
the
very
basement.
cute.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And
He's got a
there
point.
you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
How'd you guess? Oh, what? No way. Why would I even think to do? Oh yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No, nuh-uh. It's too playful. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
You're coming off way too confident for this.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
I won't drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, technically. I'm gonna tighten my grip though.
You
I don't
ignore
trust
the
anybody.
trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Why? I'm here to listen to you. Now I'm less scared.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Okay.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? Can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fuck. Oh no. Alright, hold on. Oh, let's see. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse. Oof. Let's squint at her.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, probably. Squint at her harder. Sure don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fuck.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever.
I know.
Eventually, something is going to give.
Okay,
I highly
alright.
recommend that you be the one to take the initiative.
Fine. Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer.
Oh my god.
You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Jesus.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Okay.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
No. No, we gotta finish the job, dude. We're fighting right now. Alright, I offered to communicate. She does not. Finish it.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either.
I guess so.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Huh.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
I guess so.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
I did it. I did the job.
Oh,
Oh, are you fine?
The two of you fall to the floor.
Okay.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Jeez.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Probably not. We've only been playing for like 10 minutes.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark,
I died?
and you die.
The thing is, like, what you're gonna see out of this, I guess, this run, or however this works, is like, I'm a thinker, I'm a communicator. I like to assess all the options. I like to generally do the right thing, with knowing everything else that's happening. So like, I'm gonna want to talk, and I'm gonna want to find out more shit. But like, oh, chapter 2. Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But what the fuck just happened? Okay, no. Let's see, what else do we have? She's gonna kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Wow, that's like extremely particular to my run, right? Because like we made the decision of like, hey, I'll stay in there, she'll stare at me. We did this, we kind of fought a little bit. So like, this is kind of nuts. Proceed to the cabin. No, I'd be like, I died. What's going on?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Wait, so the narrator doesn't know?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right?
Oh shit.
It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
That's fair.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters
What's the stubborn?
is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Okay.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Alright. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this has really just happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I even bother doing anything? That's fair.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Huh. Also, I've never done a playthrough where I'm not doing a majority of the talking, especially with like a narration type thing, so please let me know if you end up enjoying this. We'll probably have to do this in parts depending on how long the game actually is. I have no idea. But we're in chapter 2 out of, I don't know, 4 minimum probably, at least. So I guess make sure you let me know in the comments below, like the video, subscribe, all that shit. Whenever people do the support-based stuff on the gaming videos, it inspires me to do more because that's the stuff I really love doing. I love going through stories together and breaking things down, surviving, experiencing all that fun shit. So the more these do well, the absolute more I will add. I just always need to make sure I talk about those because like doing this kind of content is super meaningful to me, and I would love to one day be an actual gaming content creator of like not relaxation, but like authentic experiences and enjoyment, and not necessarily like super excited. Like I get excited about things, but you know me. I guess if you know me, you know me. If you don't, welcome to Mad Bulls. All right, I'm an overthinker.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I did listen to you actually.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
That's right.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Why me? And who are you?
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, it's more of like, what is this purpose of this specific objective if I go to do it and it gets reset?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Not far off.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh, that's fair. Huh. I feel like it's not a simple rewind because I have my memories. I guess we'll have to find out once we actually go back to the cabin.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I don't know.
Ugh. Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
I don't like this voice.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Okay. Let's proceed to the cabin. I don't need to talk about the princess more.
Warning, before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Is this supposed to be like the voice of the like personality I'm taking on with the decisions I'm making? Because that, like, the voice of the hero was better than voice of the stubborn. And is it stubborn because I squinted at her, so it gave me this? Hopefully it chooses something else down the line.
Are you sure about that?
There we go.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Okay.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
If you say so.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Let's go into the cabin. I need to get rid of the stubborn voice. Otherwise, I'm just gonna piss him off
The
on
cabin
purpose.
is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Huh.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is a different cabin. The inside, it looked wooden from the outside, did it not? And the last one was wooden, and it had a different little stool thing, right? And I don't think the mirror was there either, but it could have been.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna look at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, wipe the mirror, okay.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I feel ridiculous.
There was
What
a
the
mirror
fuck?
a second ago,
The fuck is going on?
and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay. Explored this whole cabin, it's different than last time.
Very different.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Your sass alone will get me to go without you and go for the princess, alright?
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
If you say so. Alright, take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I don't know about this, dude. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend.
Interesting.
The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Interesting.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm curious if she's gonna recognize me or not.
This isn't what she sounded like last time.
Yeah.
Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Okay.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I don't want to have a good fight.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
I might want to have a good fight. And not with the weapon either.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Interesting.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I just want to talk. Let's see. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Neyre. This is not different from last time. But last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you.
Yeah.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond
What?
that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Okay. Let's see. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
I don't think so. I don't want to.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack for us, like how we both are still alive. That's true.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Oh, so we're both in a... Okay, so it wasn't her that did that.
Don't you get it?
No.
We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Maybe in a different context, sure.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Let's see. What else do we have here? I don't know what happened last time, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around without leave. Interesting. I'm not actually here to free her. But I don't know what happened last time since we last met. Yeah, let's just turn around and, like, maybe she'll stop us from leaving. But, like, I don't want to fight her again. Well, maybe we'll do this.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time.
It was not quickly enough.
Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
No.
Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
At this rate, there's a lot of voices in my head, and I'd probably appreciate it.
If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Blade held tight in your hand, you take a cautious step towards the princess.
Okay.
You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you.
Okay.
She's a lot bigger than I thought she was. Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
I don't want that. Well, I guess maybe. I'll spar a little bit. Maybe there's a compromise where we can get what we want. Nobody has to die. I don't really... Sparring is not my thing here. Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right.
I didn't say that.
And it makes sense.
Let's see. Don't you want to be free? What happened after you died? We have to figure out why we're here. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't care what the reason is. Jesus. No.
We don't. Because I know why we're here. We're here to kill each other.
We're here to kill each other?
Oh.
It sounds like she doesn't care if she dies here. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Maybe.
How boring. I'm not interested in watching you try and outwit her.
I'm just
I'm
curious.
interested in overpowering her. We shouldn't need to use any dirty little tricks to win.
Who are you? Who is this voice? I don't mean, why are we here extensively? I mean, like, quite literally, why are you in this basement? Who sent me here to kill you? Why me? Why? Yes, that's exactly my response here.
And then what? I'm still going to want to coat these walls in our blood. I
Are?
know what I am. I don't need answers.
I don't. Shit. If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you don't want the world to end? Fair?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet.
Has she been down here forever?
Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
That's fair. Don't you want to be free?
Free?
The princess glances down at her chains.
Oh, you mean these? They're just metal. They're nothing.
Interesting. This is not the personality I expected from this.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength.
Oh my god.
And then they snap.
Oh.
It was only a matter of time, but she's loose. Dear Lord. What do we do? You took the blade. How about you use it? Exactly. We do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here.
I hate you.
We fight her, we kill her, we win.
What about
What?
winning?
Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit.
Maybe I'll have a weak spirit then. So maybe you'll actually talk to me.
Keep trying my patience.
Okay. I'll do that. Let's see. I hate that response. You're put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care about what that reason is? Right?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Me?
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
Interesting.
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just start stabbing her.
I don't
already.
want to.
I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
I am not. What happened after you died? And then we'll make a decision after that if I... Actually, no, I'm not gonna fight you.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
I just want to talk to her.
Right?
Just like, seriously.
This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you tease. I can't believe you'd go through all the trouble to bring a knife down here and then refuse to use it.
I'm just...
Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
Okay.
You don't see the impact. You can't say for sure if you even feel it. But you hear your bones splinter.
Oh my god.
You can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
Okay.
We're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously not fine. Your body is broken.
Enough games. Pick up that knife and fight me.
No. Now I don't want to.
Your eyes, swimming with a concussed delirium, look down in confusion at your now empty hands.
Shit.
It takes you a moment to drag your vision across the floor before you manage to pick it out amongst the stalagmites littering the basement. It's sitting at the princess's feet.
Here, let me lend you a hand.
Is she kicking it towards me? Oh.
She bends to the floor and pinches the tip of the weapon between her fingers. She stares down at it in mocking disgust before hurling it towards you.
Oh, fuck.
It lands at your feet with a pathetic, tinny clatter.
In my situation right now, I'm almost prepared to die, because if I can keep coming back, I want to keep getting some more information. So I'm gonna let. I guess I could have fought her still, but like, I'm just gonna remain silent.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some sort of trick? Are you tricking me? Or are you really that fragile?
I mean, I am broken right now.
Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you.
Okay.
You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Good. I'm glad he's getting pissed off.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
Just don't talk to me like that.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck.
Jesus.
She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Just like me, kinda, you know, we're just taking our little baby steps.
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
Because I want answers, man. Because death doesn't matter anymore, does it? Fighting, not fighting, what does it even matter? It all ends the same way, because there's more to this than just fighting each other. If letting you kill me is how I can show that, then it's worth it. I think that's my response. Let's just see if there's anything else. I don't know if I care about her yet, but I do care about knowledge.
What more can there possibly be? What are you trying to do? I don't want to think. Why are you trying to make me think?
Because everybody needs to think.
Her grip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck. She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Fair.
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
Good.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. What is that? Unleash the power of pacifism on your phone. That is me. Oh
And at
my
the end
god.
of that path, I think I've heard this one before. Does it involve a princess? Are you trying to get us to do your dirty work?
Yeah, okay. Voice of the Cold. Interesting. I like these little personalities that trickle in here. This is good. I like this a lot. Okay.
Yes. So you've been here before, and died here before.
I did.
Yeah. Twice.
And it's going to be a lot more than that if we don't suck it up and actually fight her this time.
You didn't fight her. She wanted a rematch. And we wanted to see what would happen if we didn't give it to her.
Right.
She got so very, very angry with us. And you got so very angry with us too. It was amusing.
It was amusing. Okay. I mean, at least he's thinking more along the lines of my thought process now.
I'm sorry, you thought that was amusing? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing
That too.
pacifism in the face of mortal peril.
That
I
too.
thought we were being brave. Heroic, even.
Interesting.
Oh, you're funny. There's no such thing as heroism, and you can never truly die.
That's...
All we did was look at the same old thing from another angle.
Yeah.
Oh, will both of you just shut up?
As we've now established, you've already been here, and based on your behavior, I think we can all agree that things are not going well. Look, you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
How do you even know that? It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If we hit the point of no return you mentioned, then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. What happens here?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Really?
Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. We've seen the other side, and if you'd really like to know, there's nothing there.
A pause.
A pause, a breath, and then we're back in the woods again. Good for you, but your opinion on the matter doesn't count.
Excuse me.
How convenient. As soon as you get an answer to life's great mysteries, it doesn't count.
It's fair.
Moving on.
Alright. Alright, let's go to the cabin.
Good, we're all on the same page. It isn't long
Well.
before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
It's fair.
That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch.
You're not getting a rematch. I'm not fighting anymore.
The interior of the
Oh
cabin
my
is a place
God.
that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high-arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
It's beautiful.
But that is how it was.
Okay.
Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. It's just meat. If you cut us open, I'm sure we'd look the same inside.
Okay, now you can stop talking.
That's why it's horrible.
Yeah.
Now that attitude is why you're miserable.
Oh my god.
The only furniture of note is a
Yeah.
pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement,
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. And that's a mirror again. This time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
What?
Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same.
I don't.
No more messing around.
Oh, you're so impatient. We can look around the meat shack if we want to. It's not like the princess will be leaving without us.
That's right.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly? It means you're hallucinating. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
That's fair. Let's do that. Approach the mirror. Well, I'm not taking a blade this time.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement,
Yeah.
hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
So, like, I don't want to take the knife because at this point, defending yourself doesn't really make a difference. It's really just to kill her, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in answers and communicating and not coming off, like, I want to come off a little bit more open, so at this rate, it doesn't matter if we die, so we'll go down.
It really is just like last time.
Yeah.
Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it.
It's just a mirror. What we do with it doesn't really matter.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
My specialty. Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
Interesting.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward
What is this
into the
mirror?
darkness.
Okay.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Okay.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You keep saying that.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
No. What happened?
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head?
Not entirely, no.
Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Okay.
Oh, we've changed her, have we? I'm intrigued.
Okay. I'm coming down.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of...
I might need to turn this down a little bit. We're starting to get some big peaks, so I just want to make sure that you guys aren't getting blasted in the ears. I'm going to throw a thing on here for you guys as well, but... Auto forward time.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Jesus.
And then, with a nauseating sound,
Oh.
the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Let her.
I like this one. Let's see her do her worst. Let's see if she can make us actually feel something.
I kind of want to make her feel something, not me.
Whatever she wants to make us feel, I think it's gonna be bad.
That's for sure.
But bad is so much more interesting than numb.
Deep, but also depressing.
Gah, stop it with all this talk about feelings. The only feeling that matters is the rush of victory.
We don't even have a weapon.
It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Okay. Listen to me.
No. No more words. There is only the truth of violence left between us.
She bounds across the room,
Oh my
her
God.
fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Oh my God.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality. Huh. It's like I said. Our insides do look like the cabin.
She doesn't look happy to do this, though.
We're all just meat.
And why am I covered in feathers?
In the end, just because she's ripped us open doesn't mean this is over.
How is it not over?
Don't think that I'll allow you death here. I've made that mistake before. No, you will suffer until you see in me what I have seen in you.
What have you seen in me?
That's how. It would seem, somehow, that she is keeping you alive.
Oh, shit.
A challenge, then. Sure. Let's see how far we can take this.
This is gonna get a little nuts here. Huh. You won't win.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place.
We are destroyed currently.
Our metaphorical mouth.
Oh, I didn't leave you a mouth, did I?
Because I talk too much, don't I?
It's better that way. Words get us nowhere.
Oof.
They aren't music. They aren't dance. They aren't feeling.
Your eye, held far outside your skull by a thin stalk of nerves and viscera,
Disgusting.
stares back at her in unblinking silence.
Let's see what meaning we can find together. Let's see what we're made of.
Okay.
Something infiltrates you.
What?
Though you do not see it, you feel it,
Okay.
slithering into your disaster of a body, seeping into the gaps between your molecules. The body of a sapient creature has, on average, 30 trillion cells, and each one of those cells is composed of 100 trillion some odd atoms.
Okay.
One of those cells is peeled from the others. 100 trillion atoms are gone.
I love how I'm going a pacifist route and I'm being ripped open.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
I guess.
Of course we are. Then 2 are peeled away. Then 4.
This is nothing. Nothing!
8. 16. 32. 64.
Yeah.
Ah, so the waiting is the torture. I do hate dull things.
That's fair.
128. 256. 512.
Is that multiplying?
Are you still there? Are you still you?
1024. 2048. 4096. 8192. You all feel that? I could have sworn I felt something. 16,384. 32,768. 65,536.
I don't think she's happy with me.
You can't just count us into oblivion.
131,072. 262,144. 524,288.
Okay.
What happens when it gets higher? Like, really higher.
We're gonna have to wade through the whole thing.
We die, probably.
Or nothing happens. Just like nothing is happening now.
1,048,000. The hundreds don't matter anymore.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
2,096,000. 4,192,000.
Jesus.
8,384,000.
It's kind of crazy that like my choices have led me to an eternal suffering. You know, this was not how I thought this was gonna go. But I mean, if I had the power to keep coming back, I would just this is what this would be happening to me right now. This is Matables in the in Slay the Princess world. I'd be suffering. Oops.
I don't like this waiting. You're going to give up before you even start hurting, aren't you? 16,768,000. 33,536,000. 67,072,000. Your eyes are useless. 134 million. The thousands don't matter anymore.
Jesus.
Your blood begins to go places it shouldn't.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
For now.
There's the pain. I can feel it now. But we can handle this. We can't let her win.
If you make this about winning and losing, you're going to lose. You're too connected to your body.
See, that's I vibe with this guy, but it's just a little sad. I wish we just tilted a little bit more like optimistic and like positive than like the depressing portion of it.
268 million. We don't need to count anymore. Your lungs fill with liquid. You smell things you shouldn't. You choke on pieces of what used to be you.
Doesn't matter, because we're still alive.
We are.
You are deconstructed.
Oh, okay.
You are reconstructed. A square you. A round you.
That's me?
A you with too many legs.
What?
A you with many mouths which won't stop screaming.
Oh, God.
Then all of it pressed into. What does you even
Oops.
mean anymore? We just keep changing into horrible things we can't control. Make it stop, please. Make it stop. Please make it stop.
You means we exist. And if we exist, then there has to be a way for us to win. Otherwise, this would just be pointless. It would all just be pointless torture.
Yes, she's torturing us. That's the whole point of this exchange. Haven't you been paying attention?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
She's getting a little bit more concerned every time I do this.
Yes.
The ball is unraveled into the shape of a body. The skin peels off in a corkscrew. The eyes are plucked. The organs arranged in the air in a neat row.
This is a very interesting playthrough.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
But now we're cursed to do this forever anyway. So it's either we fight forever or we do, like, regardless, it keeps pushing us together more and more. I mean, I guess she could have killed me if she wanted to, but, like, she either wanted to fight constantly forever or torture me.
No.
Yes.
You are stretched into a line 12 feet long, then 24, then 48. The line gets thinner as you get longer. A mile. 2. 4. 8.
Okay.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
16. 32. 64.
No.
128. I'm still here. I'm still me. You are stretched and stretched and stretched until you are longer than the world itself. You wrap around
The
it
fuck?
again and again and again. A tense line of microcosmic tissue held together by forces that are far too weak for the task they've been given.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Do I have to keep answering?
We don't.
and then the forces disappear. The bonds holding your cells together break. You are 30 trillion little pieces, all of them separate, and all of them falling.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
You sit in these 30 trillion places, each second passing in each of them before you arrive at the next. Each second passing as 1 million years.
Oh.
And so, you wait.
That's all I have.
And then all at once there is a great rewinding, and all of the disparate pieces that once were you fall dutifully back into place.
Ha! We're alive.
You are
Oh, shit.
whole again, and in your body, the body you had before all of this happened, and the princess sits against the wall, her dress of skin more tattered than before, her face sullen and disappointed.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You left me, and there's nothing I can do to bring you back.
Well, you ripped me open and wrapped me around the world.
Oh, she's been like me this whole time. She's just been hiding it.
I'm not gone. I'm right here.
So you are, and yet I still feel so alone.
I didn't want her to leave with me. See nothing. There's more to life than violence and pain. Could be more than it. Jesus. I didn't like the fighting when we first met. I still don't want to do that.
Oh, all this time I thought I understood something about you. But I didn't. Now what?
That's up to you.
Then here I stay.
What were you hoping to go accomplish with all of that?
I
Fair.
don't know. I just wanted something back. Something that was missing. I don't really know what it is. I just know that it's still gone.
Interesting. You seem so off. It's like you're a completely different person than you were when you started pulling me apart.
Different. I am, yes. We're doing all that for such a long time. I'm tired now.
Did you get it out of your system? I think I'm gonna go now.
Alone?
I guess. I guess I would just leave, right? What would I do in this situation? I wouldn't be like, I was hoping you would come with. Like, I don't have that attachment to her. I just wanted to learn more. Yeah.
Go, then. I'm sorry.
You turn back towards the stairs, putting the princess forever out of your mind.
Alone.
Then we're done here. It's over. On to the next thing.
Over? You do know that this really doesn't solve anything, right?
We don't need a resolution. We've never needed one. Whatever we are, we're here forever.
But this isn't over. She'll find a way out. If you don't turn around and finish this right now, she'll bring about the end of the entire...
Interesting. Does this even count as a playthrough? What?
And he's gone too. It's just you and me now.
As you climb to the top of the stairs, you realize that there is no top of the stairs to reach. At least not anymore. Her voice quietly whispers from behind you.
I feel so cold. Is it because you're gone?
But as you look over your shoulder, you do not find her. Something has taken her away and has left something in her place. The mirror.
So that's a wrap. I didn't think we'd ever get here. There's only one thing left to do.
Approach the mirror. The voice falls silently as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. It's you. It's me. You're alone in the place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. Well, yeah, what is that?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself.
Fair.
There's passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart.
Excuse me.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Wait, so is that not her? Yeah, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
To be honest, I don't even know anymore. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Interesting.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Let's see. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you even trapped? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Interesting. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
So it's almost like we both are like consciousnesses behind a vessel. So it's almost like these hands are like the other player, maybe? Or you're always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles.
Yeah.
Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I guess it technically doesn't. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Interesting.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. I think I know where this is going. I'm just scared that I'll find a way to kill you. Do I want her to be whole? How much will I forget? How many more pieces do you want me to find? And what happens if I don't let you do this to me? I'm sent to slay the princess. I'm trying to stop destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Or?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
So you're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay. Aren't you going to be scared that I'm going to find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay. Sure. How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found.
Okay.
But less than there are to find.
Okay.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Interesting.
You won't.
Oh. Okay. And we're back at it. Dude, I'm not ready to stop yet, man, but we've been
You're
playing.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
If you guys are enjoying this playthrough, please let me know in the comments, because otherwise I will binge the hell out of this game. I really love the idea of this. I love the narration. I love the different paths that we could take. We had a really weird first, like, introduction to it. But there's a lot more to unfold and a lot of other stuff to do, so that's going to get real interesting real quick. But if you enjoyed this, please let me know. I would love to make much more of these for you. So thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe to Matables from War Gaming. God's it. See ya.